Ondo Finance is making massive waves in the cryptocurrency space, focusing on institutional grade finance and the tokenization of assets. They are working with some of the biggest institutions in the space. We are talking BlackRock, Franklin Templeton, and many others. I have some leaked information that I'm going to be going over showing that Ondo Global Markets may be going live very soon with the tokenization of stocks. And so definitely make sure to stay throughout the entire video. If you enjoy this content, do me a favor and hit the like button, and hopefully by the end of this video, you will become a subscriber. And so, we know that Larry Fink from BlackRock is very bullish on tokenization. He has mentioned multiple times that tokenization is the future. And so, we know BlackRock is pushing that direction. We have other banks that are starting to get involved in real-world assets. And I believe Ondo Finance is going to be the leader of tokenization. If we go ahead and take a look at this information here that was just released. And so Ondo has not officially come out and said that these have been released. Now they have been identified on Etherscan here. These were created about 6 days ago. And we can see all of these different stocks that have been tokenized. We have Amazon, we have Shopify, Sony, Uber. And so there's about 350 different stocks here that are on this page. And so some of these are the largest companies in the world. We're talking Amazon, right? We have MicroStrategy on here. We have Nike. And so we have Disney. We can see Starbucks. We have Apple. And so once this does go live, I believe it is going to be massive for Ondo Finance. And so we'll be going more in depth into this information here shortly. However, I'd like to take a look at the chart here. And so we can see this is currently trading right around 95 cents. And this chart is looking extremely bullish. And so we can see we broke out of the triangle here just a couple of weeks ago. We can see we pushed from about 78 cents up to $1.15. Since then, we have pulled back. Now, if you're looking where we are sitting right now, this has been a very strong line of resistance and support. And so we can see here, back in November of 2024, we had some resistance. We ended up breaking to the upside there. We can see we have touched down here for support. Then we ended up finding more support. We broke down underneath resistance. And so we can see this line here has been very critical in the past. And so I am expecting a bounce from this area, especially with all of the news that has been released regarding Ondo Finance. And so if you're interested in buying Ondo Finance, you can check out the link underneath the video to WEEX Exchange. They do have a promotion going on right now where you can earn a portion of a $900,000 prize pool. And so all you have to do is go to the link underneath the video. You can go ahead and join WEEX Exchange, and then you can join the Altcoin Hero team. And so you can go ahead and type this in, search for it with no space. We currently have 412 members, ranking 315. And so depending on the trading volume that is generated, we will earn a portion of the 900,000 USDT pool. And so let's go ahead and take a look at some more information here. The White House released a report today talking about crypto. And so one of the topics here is tokenization and real world assets. If we look at this statement here, they mention that we could see real world assets be tokenized by 2030, and that could be worth over $600 billion. Today, the tokenization of assets currently sits at about $25.17 billion. And so we are talking a 25x in growth in the next 5 years. And so I think this will happen faster than that. We are starting to see tokenization take place. Larry Fink from BlackRock is a big supporter of tokenization. And we're going to be talking about that as well. BlackRock has been on board since day one. And so in addition to the White House mentioning here tokenization, if we continue to scroll down, we can see they specifically called out Ondo Finance. And so there's not many cryptocurrencies listed in this report here. And so this is converting traditional financial assets, we're talking stocks, commodities, real estate, fixed income, to an issuer, and then tokenizing those financial assets. And so this is exactly what Larry Fink has been mentioning. And I believe this is going to happen, and Ondo is going to be a big player in making that happen. We can already see that on Etherscan here, right? These have now been generated. All of these different stocks, some of the largest stocks in the world, right? We have Amazon on here, MicroStrategy. And so I think we will continue to see more and more stocks be added to this list. And so we can see all of these are referencing Ondo Finance as well on the ERC20 standard. And so if we go back to this here, back in April of 2025, we also had Ondo Finance meet with the crypto task force, right? And so I'm sure this was in regards to the tokenization that is going to be taking place. If we go ahead and take a look at some more information here, we can see that in August of 2024, we're talking about a year ago, we had Ondo leverage BlackRock's tokenized treasuries on BUIDL. And so this is using the OUSG token, which is the token that Ondo uses for their stablecoin. And so BlackRock and Ondo have been working very closely together, and they're not the only ones. If we're talking about Wall Street 2.0, Ondo Finance unveils integrated infrastructure to bring U.S. financial markets onto the blockchain. And so we are seeing involvement from Franklin Templeton, Wellington Management, Wisdom Tree, McKinsey, and other Reflex, growing institutional interest in blockchain and tokenization. This is going to become more and more popular. We got news today that JP Morgan is now working with Coinbase. And so initially, JP Morgan, if you mentioned cryptocurrency 5 years ago, they wanted nothing to do with it. We are going to start seeing large institutions get very involved in cryptocurrencies. So Bitcoin is the leader. However, we are going to start opening the window up here into different altcoins, right? We have Ondo Finance, we have Chainlink. There's so many altcoins out there that are going to start providing value and utility moving forward. And I think Ondo Finance is one to definitely be paying attention to based on the information that I just found. And so if we go ahead and take a look at their website here, we can see they have the Omni-Chain network for real-world assets, right? And so we can have thousands of real-world assets on one platform. And so we will have Ondo Global Markets here going live soon. We can see all the different tickers, all the different stocks, right? We're talking bonds, real estate. This could all be tokenized on one platform. And so I believe that Ondo is going to be the leader in real-world assets. There's a reason that BlackRock is working with them. And so if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor and hit the like button and subscribe for future videos. Let me know underneath the video in the comment section what your thoughts are on this. Do you think that Ondo Global Markets will be going live soon with all these stocks being listed on Etherscan? Thanks again, and I hope to see you in the next video.